Hey there friends, Nibs again. Out here at the range today doing a little bit of goofing around and having a lot of fun. Actually got three very different PCPs out here shooting today. The one we're going to be taking a look at in this video is one of the brand new ones in the garage. This is the Crosman 3622 and I have it decked out pretty good. But I really like this gun. This is a really neat little shooter. I've been trying it out, doing this and that with it, and I think I've really found a really good combination here now. I have a buck rail half by 20 adapter on the front. It's actually the one he sells for the 1322 and the 2240. Fits right on the muzzle of this gun, same size barrel. And then I have one of his tapered half by 20 suppressors on the front. And one little trick that I found, first of all, I have this kind of slid forward and only retaining by the first screw. It has two set screws, and so it's slid forward, so it's only catching the back set screw. And it gives you a little bit more clearance for the Foster fitting. And then another thing I did, I was able to get it on there, but it was really tight. But if you take this foregrip off, you can see that there's actually, and I'll get you close here, you can see that there is actually some space between the air tube. You can go up or down with it. When you normally put the screw in the bottom here for this barrel band, it pushes the air tube up tight against the barrel. What I did was, while I had the grip off, I put a shim in behind on top of the air tube so that it held the air tube down. That way when I put the foregrip back on, it didn't push it so tight up against the barrel. Gained about 1/8 of an inch clearance. And now it goes on so much easier. The Foster fitting just clicks right on there. Might not even need to have the adapter slid so much forward. But also I have a grav mag, 5P grav mag on here. Really nice. It feeds the Crosman premier hollow points really good. The Hades, I was trying some Hades. Feeds those really good. And then I have the buck rail scope mount adapters on here, and I was going to swap it out for another scope with adjustable objectives, but I haven't done that yet. So I still have my Tasco World Class 3-9x50 on here. And one thing I did add since the last video was this nice cheek riser. That was the one problem I had, was just really couldn't get a nice cheek weld, but found this on Amazon really cheap. I think it was $10 or $15 at the most, and that really puts me right at the perfect angle with this gun. So I have it freshly topped off to 2000 psi, so we're going to go ahead and shoot a couple groups. Don't want to keep you guys too long, but I just wanted to give you another update on how things are going with this and how much fun I'm having with it, for one thing. Crosman actually saw my video and posted it up on their YouTube channel, and that's pretty cool. But yeah, they actually were intrigued by the modifications that I was already able to squeeze onto this thing. So, but these are the Crosman premier hollow points. I'm going to try some Hades, and I'm going to try some JTS dead centers as well. But let's go ahead and give this thing a run. I'm going to let's go to 12 o'clock with these ones. This is what I zeroed it with. It was the hollow points. Oh, I did do a little bit of tuning on the trigger as well. I haven't even done a review on this thing yet. I'm already tearing it apart, but Oop, that one went just a little higher. So the only thing I really did so far was, so I measured it before I did anything, and I was about 3.5 pounds, just a little under 3.5 pounds, like 3 pounds 6 ounces, which is not a horrible trigger. But what I was able to do is, and it's pretty easy to do. The hardest part of getting the thing apart is actually you got to reach in underneath here with a little, like a dental pick or something, to pull the spring up so you can get the safety button out, because you can't get the stock off without getting that safety button out. So but what I was able to do was, there's actually a spring that's in the back here. That's all it is the trigger return spring. And I don't know what is about these companies, not just Crosman, but many of the companies, even like Anschutz, putting a trigger return spring on these things that are god-awful heavy. That's the hollow points. So I just found so like I said, that isn't the sear engagement spring, it's just the, that's 3 and 4 and 5. So these are the Hades. I don't think one went in. Oh, come on, really gonna be like that? I don't know what's going on here. First one was sitting cockeyed in there. Maybe it was just that one pellet, I don't know. I didn't have any problems with them feeding earlier. All right, let me see if that one's gonna feed. Yep, there we go, that's fine. Huh? Must be that other one was wonky or something, but let's see, that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. So anyway, I just found a spring that was the same diameter and length, but much lighter coil. And like I said, it is just the trigger return spring. So there's really no need for such an ungodly heavy spring in there. And I was able to bring it down to right around a 2-pound trigger, which is really nice. I may play around with it more, so the spring that does the safety, catches the safety, is also the sear spring, and that's a real heavy monster of a spring, but it's a really special one. I'm going to have to see if I can maybe I can make a new spring with some lighter wire. I don't know. Maybe I won't mess with it at all. 2 pounds is a nice trigger for a plinker. So I'm shooting 25 yards here. I don't know if I mentioned that. Feeding all these ones just fine. I don't know what was wrong with that first one. Wouldn't go in there. So the first one was off to the right, and then alrighty, so these JTSs are a little bit longer, so hopefully they'll feed still, but I did have one of them go a little cockeyed when I was playing around with it earlier, but they fed okay. So hopefully we won't have any jam ups here. So there's 5 of the JTS's. Let's go right to the center of the splatter burst. And we'll finish it up. Such a quiet gun. It's a quiet gun anyway, but it's like all you hear is the twang of the hammer spring with that silencer on the front. Nice. Wow, that's amazing. That one's going to go in the sub MOA app. But anyway, there you go. That is, boy, I'm going to call that one maybe 5/8 of an inch, maybe 3/4. That's pretty awesome. I think I'm gonna need to order some more of these JTS 16 grain pellets, because all my guns seem to really love these things. I started out with the 22 grain ones, which are not horrible, but those are putting the wrong cap on here. Just putting the JTS cap on the Hades can. But this is really turning out to be quite a fun little gun. The first fill I got 30 some shots on it. Now I'm seeing it more at like the 25, which is what they say, up to 25 shots. But still, that's pretty awesome. Be nice if it had a gauge on it. But other than that, I have no fault with this gun at all. It is super cool. But really very light. You could throw a sling on this thing and carry this thing around in the woods for all day long. 25 shots. Having that little grab mag on there really helps out a lot. So you'd have your follow-up shots real quick. But I've said it already, but I'll say it again. I think Crosman really has a winner on their hands here. If they could find a way to come out with a variation that has a little gauge underneath here, that would be just off the charts. I'd pay, it'd be worth paying $10 or $20 more for it if it was, if it had a gauge on it for sure. But anyway, there you guys go. Another update on the 3622. I hope you guys liked the video. Till next time, have a great day.